Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear is not motivation, is how to become untouchable. Because change doesn't come from motivation, it comes from standards. Some people don't raise their voice, they don't threaten, they don't rush. When everything is strategy, nothing is real. That's why discipline matters more than cunning. Yet somehow, they always end up in control. This is Machiavellian behavior. Not evil, not dramatic, but strategic, calculated, and emotionally detached. Today, we're breaking down how it works, why it's effective, and how to recognize it, in others and in yourself. No hype, just psychology. Appear strong, even when you are not. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Niccolo Machiavelli. The world doesn't respond to your intentions. It responds to your image. Confidence, competence, and strength are not always real, but if they appear to be, people respond to them as though they are. This is not deception for manipulation's sake. It is the core of influence. People rarely look beyond appearances, especially in fast-paced environments where judgments are made in seconds. To control your image is to control the room. If you seem reliable, people give you responsibility. If you look dominant, they hesitate to oppose you. If you come across as emotionally stable, others look to you in moments of uncertainty. Your image should be intentional. In conversation, display thoughtfulness. During conflict, remain calm. When silent, be unreadable. Appearances give you room to operate freely. Truth may matter privately, but in public, image is what shapes outcomes. Action over delay. The first mover creates the frame. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. Machiavellian principle. In competitive spaces, hesitation is often punished. The person who moves first defines the terms. They set the tone in meetings, claim the moral high ground in public narratives, or determine how relationships evolve. Those who wait may be hoping for the perfect moment, but that moment rarely arrives. Preparation is important, but perfection is an illusion. The lion doesn't overanalyze before leaping. It senses vulnerability and strikes. Machiavelli observed that decisive action often brings power, even if not fully refined. People follow strength. They doubt those who hesitate. Be the person who moves first. Even when uncertain, the appearance of confidence disrupts your rivals more than flawless planning ever could. Use morality strategically. Wear virtue. Don't be chained by it. A prince must know how to disguise his nature well. Machiavelli. Moral behavior earns trust, but if used as an inflexible guide, it can be a trap. Leaders who cling to ideals at all costs may be admired, but they're also often outmaneuvered by those who use morality as a tool. This does not mean rejecting values. It means understanding that projecting virtue is often more effective than living by it rigidly. To succeed, you must appear just, kind, and honest. But behind the scenes, you must be willing to adapt to what is necessary. The key is balance. Appear consistent, but remain flexible. Publicly condemn betrayal, but do not hesitate to use it when the situation demands. Praise honesty, but protect your secrets. People want leaders they can admire, and if you can give them that image, they rarely look further. Divide to stabilize. Prevent unity against you. A wise ruler must prevent unity among his enemies. Machiavelli. When people unite, they feel strong. When they share ideas, they become dangerous to those in power. If you allow those under your influence to become too close, they may stop needing you. Worse, they may begin to challenge you. This is why skilled leaders quietly foster divisions. This doesn't require chaos, just enough distance, tension, or rivalry to prevent a common enemy from forming. Encourage competition between teams. Assign overlapping roles to create natural checks and balances. Shift alliances just enough to stay at the center. In politics, this maintains dominance. In business, it ensures control. And in personal life, it preserves leverage. You become the one everyone must go through, the indispensable bridge that prevents collapse. In psychology, Machiavellian behavior describes people who think long-term, not emotionally, manipulate subtly rather than openly, prioritize outcomes over ethics, stay calm while others react. This isn't about villains. It's about control through understanding human behavior. Understanding Machiavellian behavior isn't about becoming manipulative. It's about protecting yourself from manipulation, managing emotions instead of being ruled by them, thinking long-term in a short-term world. True discipline means you don't exploit people. You don't overshare with them either. You stay calm, aware, and intentional.